You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time now for the bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. Good day, Dan Farris.
Smalls. How's everything on your planet, guys?
Good.
Oh, amazing.
All right, Heidi, you been working out?
No.
Oh, you looking good.
It's because I have her doing a lot of landscape duty.
Oh, hello, John.
Hey, how you doing?
Huge day. I'm a huge fan. You know, I drive a Ford Mustang. It's kind of nice. I kind of like it.
We got a Ford Flex.
Was this day 1908? Henry Ford's first Model T leaves the plant in Detroit, Michigan.
Wow.
Detroit, Michigan. One of my favorite quotes is from Henry Ford. He said, you know, if I would have asked the public what they wanted, they would have said faster horses.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Dan's computer is possessed.
Wow, unbelievable. And this is how far we've come since 1908. As you probably know, there's a strike going on, UAW, United Auto Workers on strike. Almost 50,000 of them.
I didn't know that.
Having to do with wages, benefits, the usual. And it's been going off and on for, well, ever since.
Yeah.
The advent, the big sticking point seems to be benefits. I'm not really sure because I'm not on strike with them. But back in the day, Henry Ford's, his plant workers went on strike, and negotiating skill sets not being what they are today, Henry Ford just hired Pinkerton agents and started shooting them.
What?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he just opened fire on them. Yes.
That's a different world we live in today.
Know your history. Henry Ford was kind of a mad genius.
Yeah, heavy on the mad. It's
not always the nicest guy. On the other hand, he was the first major employer in this country to offer 40-hour work weeks and a $5 minimum wage. But this is how smart he was. It's like, okay, we're going to give him weekends off, and I'm going to pay him more because here's the deal. On Saturdays, now they're going to have enough money in their pockets to go buy my product.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened.
That's awesome.
Yep.
See? That's the genius part of the mad genius.
Oh, he was just mad as a hatter. Yeah, he was absolutely crazy.
Well, coming up in a bit, we've got, speaking of mad genius, we got Ranger Dan on the way. Also, a lot of other fun stuff to get to on this Monday. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour on Sunny 93.3.
Before you know it, Christmas will be here. Are you ready? If you plan to use a credit card while shopping, make sure you have the very best credit card for you. It's free to click around and see what we can do for you at bettercreditcards.net. We have options from many different banks and different credit card companies who put out their best offers to earn your business. See if we can help you get a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net. Bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals, too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Hello, radio rangers together on the radio. Time for the Ranger Dan. Hang on here. A little frog in Ranger Dan's throat.
He's having a little bit of that spiked coffee.
Well, always exciting. We don't do it too darn often because we got better things to do. But let's take a look at the Ranger Dan mailbag this morning.
Oh, hey, nice.
Every now and again, I'll come across a little correspondence
Is that the certified letter that showed up for you?
Piques my interest. Got a sign for everything, or what the heck good are we? Let's see here. Ranger Dan, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. Just a few questions on my recent order of Ranger Dan s'mores in a can.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you started doing those.
Being somewhat health conscious and a little bit concerned that there doesn't seem to be any list of ingredients or any nutritional information on the can, I did, in fact, order the 64-ounce family size and do appreciate the bonus box of Billy Graham's.
Nice. Everybody needs those.
There's a taste of heaven in every bite. Anyway, Ranger Dan, all I can find printed on the label Besides the Ranger Dan logo and some very fine print reading, use at own risk. Patent possibly, but not necessarily pending.
Yeah, possibly.
Not for use for young children, the elderly, or if you're pregnant or thinking about getting pregnant. So, I guess I'm just looking for whatever further info you can give me on what otherwise looks to be another fantastic Ranger Dan product. Signed, love the show, Dick Lindquist.
Nice. He's a big fan, man.
Appreciate the letter, Dick. Thanks a lot. Like everything, rest assured in the Ranger Dan fine line of products, we pride ourselves on using only the finest, possibly natural ingredients.
Possibly natural.
And all put together in my made in the USA state-of-the-art manufacturing plant temporarily located just south of Vermilion in Guadalajara, Mexico.
It's just south of Vermilion.
Okay, happy snacking, Dick. No refunds, and thanks for listening. Ranger Dan out. Kids, say your prayers, go to church, stay in school. Don't be playing soccer. Don't be wearing Crocs. Ranger Dan out. Yes, sir.
Again, Ranger Dan's Critter Corner, right here on Sunny 93.3.
If you have a drug problem, don't let it ruin your life. You can be in treatment as soon as tomorrow, and you can start to get clean in as little as 7 days. Take the first step to get drugs out of your life at timeforrehab.com. Your insurance may cover everything, so you really have nothing to lose. Timeforrehab.com. Start your new life. You deserve it. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. You are listening to Sunny 93.3. It is currently time for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Aqua One. We have Mr. Dan Farris here. He's got a stack of news so fresh, he just made it up.
No, this is actually like legit.
It is legit. Oh, okay.
You know, it's sad when I have to say.
Yeah.
It's hurtful. It's hurtful.
I'm sorry.
Hurtful is what it is.
I'm so sorry. So what do we have going on for real?
Thanks to my my minions at Kello.
They do all the tough lifting for
putting
you.
this together. This thing is just blown up, this whole vaping thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason it's caught my attention is my son Luke, who, by the way, had a birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday, Luke.
Happy birthday.
Born, dude. You're my fave.
Way to be born.
This whole vaping thing, he actually worked for a fantastic company in Prescott, Arizona called J Vapes, which are a completely legit, fantastic company, fantastic ownership, great employees. I've been doing it right for a number of years. I've known people who have vaped for years and years, and all of a sudden, it's a thing. It's getting banned. It's all over the place. And I was talking to my son recently. I'm going, what's going on with this? He goes, oh, yeah, this product, what's happening? This is all buying it off the streets, people making their own. It's
Market stuff.
Yeah, but now apparently the legit companies are going to have to suffer. Anyway, here's what's going on in our community of Sioux Falls. There's going to be a meeting tonight.
Oh, nice.
Because there's trouble right here in River City.
Yeah.
It's happening. The CDC is now reporting more than 800 cases of lung illness related to vaping, 6 of those cases in South Dakota so far. So local school districts are responding. There'll be a get-together tonight at Washington High School to talk about the evils thereof. Apparently, the teen thing, the underage thing, is really blown up because I guess you can get the things anywhere. I don't know. Well, it's just like back in the day. But here's where we're at. Well, I went to the high school in the 70s in the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
When I was in high school in the mid-70s, people look at me like I'm insane, but this is a true story. If you brought a handwritten note from home, your mommy, daddy, guardian, or whatever, saying it was okay, you could smoke in school.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cigarettes, cigars, whatever. Tobacco products. We had our own smoking area at Neil A. Armstrong High School.
Really?
It's a different world now, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a whole outside courtyard where you could smoke whenever you were on break, whatever. But here's the thing, and then teachers would come by because they're so darn cheap, they'd bum smokes off the kids. You go, hey, Mr. Nordstrom, get a job, dude. I'm like 16.
Well, and there used to be, you'd see these advertisements that would say, 3 out of 4 doctors recommend Winston's or whatever.
yeah.
So while it is an issue, again, it just keeps stacking up like it's going to be a thing where
They just outlawed them in Massachusetts, like the whole state.
New York City's pulled it off the shelves, the flavor, but that's that, from what I understand, that's not the problem. Legit manufacturers and retailers are not the problem.
It's the ones that are getting off the internet from China.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. It starts at a little town hall meeting. Tonight's speakers will include health experts, and everything else gets underway at 6:30 in the Instructional Planning Center at Washington High School tonight. If this is a path you want to go down, find out more. There you go, man. That's what I know about it.
Yeah, and if you've got someone in your life that is vaping, it would be a good idea to get the information so you can have an intelligent conversation.
Right.
Otherwise, if you don't know what you're talking about, you probably do more damage than good when you're trying to tell them, oh, you shouldn't do that because...
But make sure you're getting factual information.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure if they're doing an informational meeting tonight, it's going to most likely be factual. You would hope, I would think.
Yeah, I won't be there, so it should be factual.
All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour on Sunny 93.3.
The average household has thousands of dollars in credit card debt. If you find yourself in that position and you're making minimum payments, you could be in debt for a long time. Make sure you have the very best card with the very best rates at bettercreditcards.net. We work with different banks and different credit card companies who put out their best offers to earn your business. See if we can help you get a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net. bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. Thanks for listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time now for the Maverick Recruiting Top Gun of the Week. And I've got Heidi sitting here with me right now. We hand this over to you right now. It's your spotlight, baby.
All righty. This week, I don't think there's anybody I could possibly say besides the amazing staff at In-N-Out Painting.
Yeah, everybody on the team there. Holy cow.
Everybody. We're having them paint our home.
Yeah.
And every day they've been there, and I have never, we've had homes painted before.
Yeah.
And it's always been, oh, they're in and out in a day and a half or whatever. And then in a year or two, the paint looks awful. These guys are so meticulous.
Oh, yeah. Very, very nice people, too.
Oh, absolutely. And they're making sure that it's going to look good for many, many years. I mean, you can just see the attention to detail that they are giving, and they're phenomenal. I can't say enough about them.
Talking to them last week, and they were saying they are booked up for all of 2020 for their exterior paintings.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah,
it's because when you're that good, it doesn't take long to book up.
Well, I had posted some photos on Facebook of what they're doing, and I had somebody reach out and say, hey, have them get a hold of us. I'd like to get an estimate to do our house. And that's where they're like, yeah, we're booked up for all of 2020. They do like interior projects if they've got room to do more of that.
Right.
So there's still certainly, projects
and we
that can
had
be done.
an interior project
they
done by
did
them
cabinets
as well,
for us
which
first.
was also stunning.
Yeah, so they did some cabinets for us, and then after that we're like, can you do the whole darn house?
Exactly. They're so good. If you need to have anything done, they're by far the ones to call.
And I was just looking on their website. It's paintingsiouxfalls.com is how you find them. So if you're looking for somebody to do something awesome like that, and they are absolutely deserving of being our top gun of the week.
Absolutely. So we've got a shirt for all of them and a certificate. So it's
instead of one Top Gun, it's everybody on the team.
Exactly.
That's a good idea. Very good idea. Our Maverick Recruiting Top Gun of the Week comes your way courtesy of Maverick Recruiting. John at Maverick Recruiting helps people find awesome employees. And if you happen to be an awesome employee and looking for a better opportunity, he can help you find that as well, helping bring good people and great opportunities together. You can learn more at maverickrecruiting.com.
If you can't have a drink without it leading to another drink and another drink, maybe it's time to get help. There are programs designed to help take alcohol out of your life for good at timeforrehab.com. Don't let a drinking problem spill over into other areas of your life. Get help to quit drinking and start living the life you truly deserve at timeforrehab.com. Your insurance may cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. Thanks for listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Let's give it up for all celebrities who happen to be fabulous. Dramatic reverb.
Yes.
You know, one day you got a shining star and everything's groovy. Next day you're a fallen angel. What you gonna do about it? I don't know. Throwing shade? Are you kidding? Who's clapping back? I don't know. Johnny Depp, who's been around ever since I can remember.
Been around a while, yeah.
Suddenly, his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame has been defiled and defaced.
Oh, what happened there?
Yipper. Somebody
mad at Johnny
strolled by and wrote on it, the Johnny Depp star. It now reads, phony
Oh.
arse
Oh.
B.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, so he's gone from Golden Boy for the last, 20,
Yeah.
30 years? I think
Everybody
some of
loved
it
him.
had to be, he had that really horrible, terrible breakup with his ex-wife.
You think she did it?
Well, I don't know. Jury's still out on that, but then
Did she have spray paint?
he made some snide, liquored up comments about the president a year or so back, having to do with somebody ought to, assassinate him.
Yeah.
I don't know, but there it is. But in other really good news, showbiz, it's already been announced, and boy, they've already got it put together. Football season just started. We're just going into week 4 of the NFL.
Yeah.
But already we know for a fact that J-Lo and Shakira are going to be the halftime show at Super Bowl.
I'm just sick
So,
of those kinds of shows.
Which teams are going to be playing in the Super Bowl, Dan?
It will, let's see, I know for a fact it won't be the Dolphins.
And the Twins will not be. Dan told me yesterday.
The Twins are not in the Super Bowl this year. February 2nd in Miami, by the way, Super Bowl 54. So yeah, J-Lo and Shakira lip syncing to such faves as On the Floor, Ain't Your Mama, and Hips Don't Lie.
Actually, I saw that Dee Snider came
Twisted
out
Sister?
and said, from Twisted Sister said, and was bashing the NFL for ignoring heavy music, hard music, hard rock. And I think that would be a phenomenal halftime show. I would love to see Twisted Sister.
Well, no, here's the thing. Jay-Z now is
charge of
producing
it.
halftime.
Yeah, I'm sick of those kinds of halftime shows. They've been the same pretty much every year. I would love to see something different,
Well,
something
they had
cool.
Paul McCartney a couple years
Ooh.
back. That's something different.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So it's not like it's all.
They haven't done anything
things like-
super
I
cool, like
didn't wanna
Poison.
I didn't want to start an argument here. I'm just telling you
throwing
who's
shade,
doing
Dan.
the show.
I'm clapping
fine
back.
To throw shade.
Oh, it's just subjective. It's a great time to go pee, make a burrito.
I know it is. I mean, when else are you going to put more chili on your chili dog?
Because if there was something worth watching, you wouldn't get up at that time.
See, I don't know. That's what DVRs are invented for.
Everything's conflict.
I know, it is. Dan, you know what? It used to be so peaceful in the studio until you brought up sports.
The halftime entertainment.
Oh, yeah, that is kind of.
That's the only part of the Super Bowl that I would even care about. So.
All right. Well, Dan, thanks for coming in with that report that's really ruffled a lot of feathers around here.
Boy, wow. Unbelievable.
We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Possibly.
Entertainment news of the day right there with Dan Farris on Sunny 93.3.